Okay, Asia session done. Did my watch list for Asia, marked off all the signal days for the Asia Forex pairs. Took one trade on EURAUD. EURAUD signal day is a trend continuation signal day. That's when the weekly, monthly, daily breakout levels are all pushing in one direction. The hard time frame peaks are also pushing in one direction. So the idea is I'm utilizing this hard time frame push, and I want to get in at the high of the day to continue the move down. We've broken below the previous week low, so weekly traders are bearish, and I'm looking for a pullback to continue the move down. So today is a daily breakout day, bearish breakout day. I'm bullish above, bearish below the breakout level. Coming into the session, 7 a.m. Tokyo market open. Price eventually broke out of that H8 high, and I don't want to counter in a hard time frame breakout unless I get a lower time frame fake out. So to reverse this H8 high breakout, I'm looking for an H4 high fake out. So I eventually get that at this candle, faking out the previous H4 high. This candle also faked out the previous H1 high, and it also flipped the bullish breakout level on the M15, turning the M15 bearish. So once I saw that, I wanted to get in. I got in slightly aggressive, price pulled back, and once it pushed through, I entered straight on the M15. I consider this an aggressive entry because we're still above the day breakout level. But I was okay taking this because we have hard time frame confluence, a lot of hard time frame confluence. And if I can get my stops in at the high of the day, that's always the ideal situation for me. So got in a bit aggressively, and the idea is to use that higher time frame push to continue the move down to the previous day low. So once price got to this H8 breakout level, I'm always bullish above, bearish below these breakout levels. I ended up taking partials over here. So about 2.5 R partials, and now my runners are at break even, and I'm hoping that this move will continue down to the previous day low. And that's it. That's the only setup that I took. Trend retracement setup. The only thing that was invalid about that is it was above the day breakout level. But as I said, I liked having the hard time frames pushing down, and I did wait for a H8 fake out. So this would have been a breakout reversal of the H8 time frame. So that's the only trade that I took. Aussie Swiss and NZD Swiss also set up. The other ones did not do what I was looking for. It did the opposite of what I was wanted. But Aussie Swiss and NZD Swiss also set up, faking out at the H8 at the low of the day. Could have taken this up. Same thing with NZD Swiss. This is a trend continuation signal day. This one is a trend breakout day, flipping the daily time frame. Only reason why I didn't like these is because they're in the middle of nowhere. I always prefer to trade at these daily levels, previous day high, the daily open, the breakout level, or the previous day low. But this is in the middle of nowhere. This one as well in the middle of nowhere. Would have liked it if it came closer to this day breakout level, while EURAUD was I was trading at that day breakout level. Yeah, so that's the reason why I picked EURAUD. Looked at the yen pairs, didn't see any setups. Was waiting for news. There was news in my session, just happened, but news did nothing. So no setups for me on the yen pairs. They're all bullish breakouts, so I'm looking for low of the day buys on all of them, but no setups in my session as of yet. For my core pairs, gold had some nice movement here coming up. It broke out above the previous week high, faked out the H4 low over here, but it's not something that I saw. So did miss this move over here. It's not something that I see easily. It's also an inside day, and inside days I'm usually waiting for price to reach one of the edges. So missed a nice move on gold, but it's not something that I normally would take. Not the normal structure that I trade. And Nikkei, we're generally bullish on the Nikkei, and we're above the week breakout level as well. I got a reversal set up over here, but I did not take this one. Was waiting for news to play out, and could have taken this, but I waited until news. But in general, I don't want to be taking reversals in Asia. Um, this one is we're above the week breakout level and we're faking out a previous day high. When we're above the breakout low, faking out a previous high, that's a fake out retracement. I've said in multiple videos that the fake out retracement is a setup that I take most losses on. Still a good setup, but usually I'm waiting for it to get past this breakout level. And if it does, it'll go straight back to the low of the peak. But if it doesn't do that, it usually will come up and I get taken out at break even or take a loss. So let's see what it wants to do over here. Did not take this, but yeah. Also, the other thing is we had a nice, strong bullish breakout just recently, just yesterday, and so generally I don't want to be reversing these sort of moves straight away. You can see a lot of times when those happens, it doesn't really move. It's not really a good idea to go opposite of that direction. So did not take that, especially not in Asia. And that's it. Only took one trade on Euro Oz and runners break even, and hopefully this continues up.